Meet me. Welcome back, boys, to another squirrely Epic 7 hero review. It's been a while, but don't worry. More reviews are coming. So as always, we're going to talk about her skills, her builds, we're going to showcase her, and obviously this was a highly anticipated hero who has made a great impact on the meta, so make sure you watch to find out everything you need to know about this absolute beast of a hero. Let's get started. Alright, so let's go over her skills. Her S1 at Max Mola has a 75% chance to silence. Silence is a very good debuff, and if you do manage to silence them, you will also push their CR back by 20%, which, coupled with the fact that she's usually built pretty fast, means she can deny a lot of turns and basically just help control them. Her soul burn only costs 10 souls and guarantees the silence, barring it being resisted by 15% or effect resistance. But overall, very solid for an S1, especially on kind of a support hero. Now, her S2 is absolutely insane and a big part of why she's considered kind of busted. So she's immune to stun, which I always thought was kind of weird. I don't even know why this needs to be in her kit, really. And anytime an ally except the caster is attacked, it increases her combat readiness by 8%. So basically, if your whole team gets attacked, she gets a huge CR push. And on top of that, when you get hit by an AoE attack, even like a counterattack like SSB, at Max Mola, you have a 100% chance to activate Guardian Angel. And Guardian Angel cleanses one debuff from your entire team, and then grants Skill Nullifier. So this hard counters a lot of AoE stuff with only, like, imagine like Basar, for example. Basar, you push them back, but then she pushes herself back up and then cleanses the Unbuffable off the whole team and then gives them Skill Nullifier. So an absolutely crazy skill, gives her a lot of defensive utility as well. And by the way, this can stack with the Mage Artifact that reduces skills, or skill cooldown, so pretty nuts skill, and it's considered a non-attack skill. Now her S3, cute little animation here, is extremely busted. Basically, it dispels 2 buffs from all enemies, so it means she's even viable against things like FCC, because you can strip that and the immunity. Whereas other heroes that only dispel 1, the immunity will sometimes block it. Doesn't work against Angel of Light Angelica. And then at Max Mola, you have a 100% chance to give them unable to be buffed for 2 turns, and also silences them for 1 turn. Which is unbuffable is super strong, silence is super strong. It doesn't proc counters or anything because it's not considered a non-attack skill. And let's consider the other great thing about it being a non-attack skill. It cannot miss. You can't miss with this ability. Unlike Basar, where if you bring him into a lot of fire units, you might possibly miss them. Will never happen with Angel of Light Angelica. The only weakness to this is that it can be resisted. But, you know, that's every move in the game that doesn't have an unable to be resisted soul burn, so not a real knock on her. So those are her skills. Very overloaded kit. Let's get into her builds. Alright, so how do you build this monster of a hero? So basically, you just want to make her really fast with high effectiveness, with as much tankiness that you can afford. You don't really have to be too specific with her. There's not too many important breakpoints. I just tried to make her as fast as possible, and it works for me because a lot of times she out-initiates even, classically fast heroes like Alots and stuff like that. But obviously, she's not going to outspeed something like a well-geared Cerise. But she can't be stunned, so against a lot of those heroes, it doesn't matter all that much. Now, what you can do is some people opt to build her tankier. She's not on the best gear in terms of, I just focus speed and all the other subs were terrible. But you can also kind of make her, tone down her speed and make her a lot tankier. I have seen, 1500 defense, 15k HP Angelicas that still have, 200 effectiveness. But generally, you want as much speed as you can. I'd say the target should be at least 250 plus. At least 150 effectiveness to land debuffs on everyone, ideally more. in case you run into like a Maid Chloe or a C. Armin that has a lot of effect resist with team-wide effect resist imprints. Like around 200 is a good number where you can reliably land on everything that isn't stacking insane amounts of effect resist. And defensive subs, basically just as much as you can get. Even with this, most things won't one-shot her. She's certainly not very tanky, but she doesn't really need to be, right? Because if you're locking down the enemy team, she shouldn't be taking all that much damage, and with AoE she does get that skill nullifier. So those are around how you want to build her. Fast, high effectiveness, and as much tank as you can get. And if you still think she's too squishy, sacrifice speed and bump up those defensive stats, but don't go under 250 speed, in my opinion. Artifacts, I have a ghetto plus 15 Spirit's Breath, but a plus 30 Spirit's Breath is ideal because it will proc off both Guardian Light and Judgment of Angels, which means she turn cycles super fast. If you don't have access to this artifact, you can use pretty much whatever on her. I would strongly recommend you use this, but if you can't, Taga Hells is also a very good choice because then you can help your team with extra souls, or you can just use like Cursed Compass or whatever. But I'd say use Spirit's Breath. If you can't, Taga Hells is also an excellent option. Depending on how you run her, like if you run her exclusively as a cleaver, then Taga Hells might actually even be better than Spirit's Breath to help enable a stronger opener. So that's how you build her. Let's move on to the showcase. Alright, so let's showcase AOL. I picked this team on purpose because it has FCC and Politis. Now, Politis seems like she would counter AOL on paper, right? But she doesn't. Not really, as long as you land that silence on her. So she does get silence. Now watch. She's gonna blind my team and stuff, but oh, we didn't even get to cleanse anything. But if she did land something, we would have cleansed it. So now we can push up and go into our normal rotation. Get some big boy damage out. Now, unfortunately, the Maid resisted, but that's okay because Strays is coming right up. Okay, so Maid Chloe revives them all. But we'll just drop the hammer on him now and wipe them all out. So you can see FCC Politis both kind of got neutered by Angel of Light Angelica. Go ahead and kill this Politis now because she's annoying. Little dual attack action. We'll soul burn this to get this revive off of Maid. Now we could just do whatever we want. We could push them back. We could silence them. We can push up Judge. Actually, I could have just pushed up Strays. Doesn't matter. We'll wipe out this Maid Chloe. And this fight is pretty much a wrap. Let's push her back again just to add insult to injury. And then we'll smash her. So AOL, very strong. Let's try another one. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to hit Politis again just to show that AOL is very good against Politis. As long as we land that silence, and we do. Bop bop. We stunned just Judge Kisei. Blah, can't even talk. But she's perfectly fine thanks to Angel of Light Angelica. We push Judge up, and now we can start the cleave. Blam. Demon mode is activated, but easy peasy. Let's do another one. That one was nice and clean, boys. Alright, let's try a trolley one. We're just going to 3-man it. My AOL's better than theirs, so let's go right into it. And this doesn't proc Guardian Angel because it does no damage. So there we go. We strip them all. Procs ML Kawazu. Procs Angel of Light Angelica. Now we're fully cleansed. Have skill nullifier. Everything's looking good. Ooh, oh, look at that though. He silenced my ML Kawazu. But that's okay. Let's work on the... what should we kill first? I suppose... the Rem, right? Yeah, let's kill the Rem first. Because we don't want her to get her demon form nonsense. Now, if ML Kawazu didn't get silenced, she'd be dead already. Looks like she does go down. Let's see. We don't manage to silence her with our AOL, but that's okay. We already took out their biggest DPS threat, and I wanted to fight an AOL with my own AOL, kind of just to show you guys how to deal with her. The big key to hitting AOL is not to use AOE attacks, right? Which is an option that this guy doesn't have because he has Blind, which is just going to keep AOE attacking. But if you just single attack, you kind of shut down the Guardian Angel, which is a very important part of her kit. So that's probably the best way to deal with her. Now obviously that's a big weakness because AoE attacks are very strong, but it is what it is. So now we're just going to keep beating on this AOL. Our Angel of Light Angelica actually goes down, but now we can just start kicking them in the face. Boop. The lion explodes. 3v3 is a success, and now we kill this AOE. Let's do one final one, and then we'll wrap it up. Alright, let's go back to that original team just to make this quick. Final one, FCC, no politics this time. Let's just try to cleanse out their whole team. Bam, we land the whole thing, everyone's silenced, almost everyone's unbuffable. We open hard on them. Bam bam. They have their little Elbrus thingy, but no big deal. We do our secondary attack here. Get some more big damage done. Another Elbrus, but Judge Kisei did her job, so we don't care. She could die now. And boop. Demolish that thing. And Elena is silenced, so she can't do anything. We just have to finish her off. That insult to injury will push her back. And blam. And that's Angel of Light Angelica. Let's move on to the summary. Alright, as always, let's wrap it up with a bang. AOL Angelica. Is she good? Obviously she's good. I mean, everyone knows that already. She's an absolute monster. Some people even go as far as to say she's a mistake, that they should never have introduced her into the game because her kit's too strong. Yeah, maybe. Possibly. I'm a little bit on the fence about that, but she is definitely super strong. Yeah, I might agree with them. So let's just go into the ratings. Arena offense, I'm going to give her an A. Now, considering how I'm saying she's so good, why is she not an S? Again, these kind of skills are susceptible to 15%, right? So if you rely on a certain hero to get cleansed and debuffed, you're going to lose eventually. So when you can have perfectly safe teams that rely on no RNG, particularly in like arena offense where you're versing an AI, any hero that relies on RNG moves is going to have to take a step down. But she's certainly good at arena offense, but you are going to lose that random match where they resist, their entire team resists everything. Arena defense, I'm going to give her an A plus to an S there. Let's just go with A plus. She's very good in arena defense. I have her on my arena defense. She's very annoying, but yeah, if they can outspeed it consistently, she doesn't have the highest base speed. They might be able to just blow her up, but it does mean that they have to bring a wonky offense, right? Because you can't use something like a Pavel because that AoE is going to give everyone skill nullifier. So very good at arena defense. You know what? She probably deserves an S. Let's just give her an S. S for arena defense. Guild Wars offense, I'm going to give her a B. A little bit worse than even arena offense because Guild Wars, there's a lot more at stake. If you rely, again, on Guild Wars offense, you're going to take a lot of L's. Like 1 out of, 6 times, you're just not going to land. Guild Wars offense is something where if you're in a serious guild, you're really going to highly value consistency. It's not that her kit's bad. It's just that's probably going to be a little bit unreliable. Guild Wars defense, I'm going to give her an A. Definitely worse than arena defense because it's 3v3, right? So if they bring a team handcrafted to deal with this, she doesn't do much in the way of damage. Like, yeah, she could push them back, but you could just bring Dark Bait, and she's kind of going to keep whacking it over and over. I have fought some AOL defenses in general. Not that hard to deal with, so not the greatest thing for her there. Now, RTA, obviously the thing people most care about, easy S. I haven't been doing RTA that much this season, but in all the matches where I can pick her, I have picked her. She's very annoying to deal with. A lot of people pre-ban her. When I do draft her, a lot of people just ban her. It kind of shows you how strong she is. Like AOE, basically a full cleanse in the opener with unable to be buffed, plus a silence, plus constant pushbacks, plus being able to push herself and skill nullify the team and cleanse. I mean, I'm out of breath just talking about all the fantastic things she brings to RTA. So obviously, a very, very good hero overall. Sadly, because there's no way to pity her, a lot of people who really want her couldn't get her. But, one of these days, Smallgate will screw something up, you'll get a selector. This is the hero you should use it on. And she has all these cool flowers around her that are somehow magically hovering. That's also cool. So anyways, that's the review of Angel of Light Angelica. Top tier hero. If you have her, congratulations. She's an absolute monster. And I hope this video helped you guys learn how to build her. So anyways, till next time, boys, peace out.